the make option. So that is under the make option, and of course this is for the unit cost expressions in terms of units or per unit. Per unit direct materials is 0.6. Per unit labor, again, we have there as follows. However, not only the per units are considered in the problem, because we still have those that are expressed in total. Total, we have the total savings given below of 9,000. So we have to give room for this also in our analysis. We have again unit and total. Okay, and going to the other side before we go to the 9,000, going to the other side of the decision, again the same number of units, 10,000, but the offer price, this one, the supplier price is 6. So we have purchase price of only 6. Okay, 6 purchase price. I'll insert first to make separation. Okay, purchase price above, we have $6. Okay, so now we have posted the individual costs. So again, if we have to summarize them again on a per unit basis, just ending into this analysis, we have the sum of 6.4. We have a sum of 6.4 for the make option, and we have 6 for the buy option. Again, just having the figures that we have initially compared when we initially assessed the situation of the company. So we have 6.4 for the make option and $6 for the buy option. But in addition to these individual cost items, we have another element that I have said. We have, if the buy option is taken, there will be 9,000 savings. But this 9,000 is not on a per unit basis. This does not mean that there will be savings of 9,000 per unit. So that if that would be the case, that would have been 9 million in total, but that is not. This 9,000 is already total in amount. So if the buy option is taken, again as stated, the plant facilities could be used to manufacture another item, not this one, and that would result into a savings of 9,000. So if we are going to put it here in our table, it will belong to the buy option, because this will happen only if the buy option is the one taken. The 9,000 savings will exist only if the buy option is taken. So we have the total savings under the purchase option. Total savings under the purchase option of 9,000. So do we have any savings under the make option? Obviously none, because if the company continues to make the product on its own, there will be no savings of 9,000. Again, as stated, the 9,000 will only be saved by the company, or will only be another source of savings by the company if the company will choose to buy rather than stay with manufacturing its own part of the product. So we have here as our presentation. But we do not end with $9,000 savings, because finally, we still have this one. In addition to the, in addition, $1 per unit, again expressed on a per unit basis, $1 per unit of fixed manufacturing overhead would be eliminated. So that is to be eliminated obviously if the company chooses to buy, because obviously it is very understandable that if the company continues to make, then these are the considered normal production costs or standard production costs, so there will be no changes here. But if the company will buy instead of continue to manufacture its product, then it is when that the company will have a savings of, or okay, that we may call it that way, a savings of $1 per unit in terms of fixed manufacturing overhead, because the $1 per unit will be eliminated. Okay, so those are the complete items of the total, or the all of the considerations that we have to make when we will analyze this decision. So we have $1. Again, an element to consider here that there will be $1 that can be eliminated. So we'll put it first here. Eliminate fixed overhead that can be eliminated. Okay, that can be eliminated. So anyway, we will rearrange later the presentation. Fixed overhead that can be eliminated, and the amount is $1. So we will not assign it first as to which column should it belong, because we'll have that when we start the analysis of this make or buy decision. So again, this is the complete view of the case that we have for make or buy analysis. Again, going back, purchase per unit of 6, the regular cost of this one giving us a total of 6.4, and if the company would buy, there would be savings of 9,000. And finally, it is said that this $1 can be taken again as a reduction from the fixed overhead that the company will incur regularly if the company will take the buy option. So now we will analyze the relevant items, because again, in requirement number 1, we are being asked of the relevant cost. So what are the relevant costs? Because that is one way of determining the better option in a make or buy analysis.